بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, alhamdulillah, day number 9 of fasting of Ramadan. The month, mashallah, is going very fast. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, to accept our fasting, to accept our qiyam, to accept our prayers, to accept our dua, to accept our Qur'an. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among the free of hellfire in this month, Ya Rabbil Alameen. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure us and to cure the humanity from the coronavirus. Allahumma ameen. So inshallah we can go back to our normal life and to jama'at in our masajids. So the khatir for today is pertaining to the very important matter. Is dealing with our daily muamalat, dealing with when we buy, when we sell, when we deal with each other in business, during our transaction. The chapter that's called excellent of fair bargaining and matters related to that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا تَفْعَلُ مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِهِ عَلِيمٌ. And whatever you do of good deeds, truly Allah knows it well. Whatever we do of good deed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows it well. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the other ayah, he said, وَيَا قَوْمِ أَوْفُوا الْمِيكَالَ وَالْمِيزَانَ بِالْقِسْطِ وَلَا تَبْخَسُوا النَّاسَ أَشْيَاءَهُمْ. O my people, give full measure and weight in justice, and reduce not the things that are due to the people. Meaning that if you measure in people, just measure in justice, and if you sell people, you sell them in justice. If you buy from them, you buy from them in justice. This is the teaching of the Islam. The teaching, even when the prophets before the Islam, the nation came before us, and they were even nations that were destroyed because they used to cheat in the scale. They used to cheat in the economy transaction. This is cheating in business is prohibited in Islam. It's not good practice for us, neither for the other people we deal with. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said this in the beautiful hadith, رحم الله رجلا سمحا إذا باع وإذا اشترى وإذا اقتضى. رواه al-Bukhari. Look at this hadith. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, may Allah show mercy to a man who adopts a kind attitude when he sells, when he buys, and demands for the repayment of the loan. The hadith, the wording of the hadith, may Allah show mercy to a man who adopts a kind attitude when he sells, when he buys, and when he demands for the payment of the loan. What a beautiful teaching. What a beautiful teaching. What that means to us, this narrated by Bukhari. This hadith tells us adopt a kind attitude when we sell, when we buy, and when we demand a payment or repayment of our loans. Means that the buyer purchases in such a manner that the seller does not suffer any loss, and the seller sells his goods in such a way that the buyer does not feel any irritation. This also means that he feels so liberal that if the buyer wants to return what he has purchased, he should accept it. Another meaning of this is that while in making purchase, the customer pays more than the due price and the seller gives more goods than due against the price that he receives. Moreover, if one has to get his claim from someone, he should do it in a polite manner. In no case should one cross the limits of the agreement or the trades or the bargains. If the debtor is poor, he should be given more time for the repayment of his debt, or the loan should be remitted, as it will be in accordance with the Quranic instruction and our Sharia law. If you remit by way of charity, that is better for you. What a beautiful hadith. What a beautiful hadith. And that's also, this is adapted by the Sahaba. Some of them, when they made a deal, and when the time of the repayment came due, and the debtor cannot pay, he tells his scribe, just give him more time to repay, or take it away from his account, or forgive him from his debt. That's his. Even if you do so, you get, inshallah, more blessing for your deal and for your treatment of your needy person. And also, there's other hadith that has happened to a man. He used to treat his debtors, with mercy, and he has no. That's the only thing he used to do in his life. So when he came in the day of judgment for his fair reckoning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, what do you have for rights of deed? Do you have? They didn't find anything except the way when he dealt fairly with his customers. He used to give them more time to repay, or he used to forgive them for their loans. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, is excellent. I am the one who is the forgiver. I am the one who is al-ghani. I am the one who deserve to be forgive. And you are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the person, you are forgiving for his akhlaq, for his character, to forgive and to have a leniency during his dealing with his customers when it comes into their debts. What a beautiful instruction for us to start our day, inshallah. If happen that one of us have somebody and he loaned somebody a loan, just brother and sister, inshallah, make it easy in your customer. If you can pay it, fine. If you cannot pay it, give him time to repayment. Or if you are, alhamdulillah, have sufficient wealth, just forgive him for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and have advantage of this day of Ramadan. Be among the ones, inshallah, as sadaqah for you in this month of Ramadan. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا وعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام، ومن أمته منا فأمته على الإيمان. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا ذكرنا وأنثانا شاهدنا وغائبنا صغير وكبير يا رب العالمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات، المسلمين والمسلمات، المسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات، إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم تقبل منا صيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وشكرنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعلنا من عتقاء شهر رمضان، اللهم اجعلنا من عتقاء شهر رمضان. اللهم انك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا، اللهم انك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا. وصلي وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى اله واصحابه اجمعين، والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.